Hey guys, hi and welcome to the video. I hope you have been enjoying learning on my YouTube channel about serverless, Docker, AWS, Kubernetes, Lambdas and much more. This video I'm going to be talking about essentially Helm in Kubernetes. What is this Helm? You must have heard several times from a lot of people who are working on Kubernetes. So this video is for beginners on what is Helm, how to install it, and followed by a simple Hello World demo. So let's get straight into action. All right. Hopefully you guys can see my screen, so let me read a couple of definitions for you. So Helm is a package manager for Kubernetes. Helm is the best way to find, share, and use software built for Kubernetes. So the problem they're trying to solve is, when you make a YAML file, right? You have an image name, you have the tag, you usually hard code that, right? What if you want to inject values in your CI/CD pipeline, right? This is where a tool or a package manager like Helm comes into place. Fantastic, right? So let's see the next definition. What is Helm? Well, Helm helps you to manage Kubernetes application. Helm charts helps you to define, install, upgrade, and even most complex Kubernetes applications. Charts are easy to create, version, share, and publish. So start using Helm and stop copy pasting the code. So you must have heard, right? In Kubernetes, a lot of people, since there are several environments and they want certain configuration, we copy paste a lot of code. Instead of doing that, let's build templates, right? That's the goal. Helm is a graduated project in CNCF and is maintained by Helm community, right? So it manages complexity, easy updates, simple sharing, and rollbacks, right? All right, so that's about Helm. How do I install Helm, Saumil? Well, I can show you surely. You come to the GitHub and you click on this link. Once you click on the link, hopefully you guys can see. Once you can click on the link, a zip file will be downloaded on your computer. Okay. Once the zip file is downloaded, now here are the steps we need to do. So what I did is essentially in my computer, I have a work folder, I have a folder called software, and then here I have a folder called Helm. This is where I've installed and I've extracted my Helm, and you should see something called exe. Now essentially copy this, and then we need to update the environment variable. So I'm gonna click on environment variable over here. I'm gonna click on path, click on edit, and insert your path at the end of that, and then click OK. Once you're done that, you should be able to basically say Helm, and this should work on your command prompt. So now if you say Helm, you should see these messages, and congratulations, Helm is installed now. All right, Saumil, all right, how do I get started? Well, now let's do a simple hello world and show you the power of Helm, right? So in your temp directory, create a directory called temp or whatever, right? And then cd into that directory. So I'm gonna show you shortly. Where is my command prompt? Yeah. So here, I'm gonna go into temp. Now, the way I have some helper commands that when I was learning Helm, essentially I followed these. So first command is Helm create and the app name. So I'm saying that my app name is first app. So as you can see, it did create that project. So now if you go to the project directory, what you will see, it essentially has added a bunch of files, and I'm gonna show you. So you'll see chart, templates, chart.yaml, and values.yaml. Now, essentially template is where all your serverless files would be going, right? Your deployment YAML, service YAML, this, that, blah, 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 all the files should go here. What you can do is remove everything from here except one file that is called, so ideally except the helper.tpl, remove all the files, okay? Then what you wanna do, I already have done that so that I can, keep the video short and sweet. And as you can see, I have a Kubernetes.yml file. If you don't know what this YML is doing, don't worry. The goal is to teach Helm, not Kubernetes here. So now what we have to do is if you go to the file called values.yaml, this is where you could define your values, right? So here I'm saying image repository nginx. So I'm providing a value right here, which I want to inject on my YML file, right? So this is my, you can write it anything you want, but I said image repository. And now observe how I've done this. So very simple hello world, right? I don't wanna go crazy, but if you see, let me go to deployment.yaml. So right here. So see how I've done it? So now I'm injecting the value in this placeholder. So double curly braces dot values image dot repository. So what this does, guys, is this injects the image name here, that is nginx blah blah blah, right? It's gonna inject the image here, right? You can see here, and if you go to service.yaml, you will see the same thing. I can inject it, but here as well, all these things I can make it as a placeholder. But as I said, as a hello world, all I want to do is just replace the image in my deployment.yaml. So now just want to show you how things looks. So this is your app, right, that we made. So essentially your first app, you will see a charts folder, templates folder. In your templates folder will be all the file like service.yaml, hpa.yaml, and deployment.yaml, etc., etc. Here is your values.yaml. This can be qa.values.yaml, prod.values.yaml, basically based on a different environment variable. So here we have the value, and then essentially in the templates folder, I'm injecting the value here. Now it's a piece of cake, guys. So I'm gonna go to my pre-built lab. Okay, so now the way you essentially, so first you wanna see whether your YAML and everything is correct. So you could run that command called template. So this command says Helm templates and then your project name and the directory, and then say debug. If there's anything wrong in your YML file, it will throw an error, and it will catch that error. And as you can see, it printed the YML file in a very nice way, which means there is no error. So now you can essentially install your first Helm project. You can say Helm install project name and the directory. So I can say that. And all the commands are in the description, right? So now you have this nice message when it was deployed, revised as 1, right? So now you can say Helm list. This will show you all the details, right? For example, when was it deployed, and etc., etc., the chart name, everything, right? So now if I go back to my Kubernetes, and I should see my nginx.deployment, I've exposed port 80 and I should see the pod. When I refresh my screen, I surely see my nginx server running, which means we successfully configured Helm and everything worked absolutely fine. We were able to inject that image name. So as you see, right, it essentially gives you the power to inject values into the YML, right? Essentially makes things easy, right? In easy language, right? So now a couple of more commands, right? So we have essentially seen install, right? Now say you wanna change particular values, right? For example, let's say I want to change the replica to 3 here, okay? So now if you want to update this, there's a command called Helm upgrade, and then you say your app name and your directory, and then you provide your values, essentially the values.yml file, where essentially, this all values are stored, right? So now I'll copy paste the command again to show you. Put this one here. Okay, let's see. Okay, might have a typo there, so please bear with me. And now here you can see it's gonna upgrade, right? So now if you see the revision has changed to 2, which means it has been updated. If I go back to my Kubernetes dashboard, and I should see 3 replicas here, right? Now to remove the project, it's very easy. The command is Helm delete the name of the app. So now if I dump that command here, I think I did not copy that properly. And now hopefully you'll see that everything has been removed. So now if I come back here and I refresh pods, everything is gone, right? So in a nutshell, that is exactly what Helm is about, right? It essentially makes your life easy. It essentially helps you to create templates so you could reuse across multiple projects, right? Instead of copy pasting a lot of YAML file, which is not a good idea. Thank you so much for watching. Hope this video is useful for beginners. And if you have any more questions, let me know. And as I keep always saying, the best way to learn is to try things out. Pause the video, go to the source code, download it, and try things out. Remember, I did not learn everything in one day, right? I went slow. I went, what is a pod? What is essentially a service? What is this? What is that? Slowly, gradually progress, right? Everything in one day is not gonna help you. All right, enough of that. Thank you so much for watching. Keep smiling, keep programming, and see you guys in the upcoming next video.